Hello everybody and welcome back to week 6 of the multi-battle conference. And yes, I said week 6 and not week 5. Week 5 we did end up getting a forfeit win, so no battle happened, so unfortunately I can't put a battle up for you guys. But we are back for week 6 versus the Sky Pillars, and this is effectively a battle for first place right now. These guys are in first place, we're currently in second. So we're definitely looking for a nice little win this week here as we jump into things. Of course, the Sky Pillars hosted here by Shannon and Furret. And, of course, I'm not alone. Fiona, please say hi.
Hello, everyone.
You sound so enthusiastic.
No, I am. I'm very happy.
Alright, but I'm going to change the music for you guys. I think we went Marnie last week, so we'll go Gym Leader this week. And just going to lock into our team. Yeah, the good theme. Next week I'm just going to pick Avery for you guys, just to mess with this.
No, don't do that.
Alright, but basically these guys had almost, I guess, a VGC team with their Togekiss and Rillaboom. So, it was one of the things
they had a pretty good team.
Yeah, their team is really solid. I just like our matchup versus it. Like, Cinderace kind of goes in.
I just like our team better.
Yeah, their team is really, really solid. It's definitely going to be a good battle. There were quite a few items and lead combinations that we were scared of going into this thing, but we probably won't be mentioning too much of what we were scared of. But here you can see on my side, I brought... Actually, I'm not even going to bother going through that. Fiona, go ahead and talk through the sides.
So, we see that they brought Mawile, and I automatically assumed it would be a decoy. I wasn't sure which one would be a decoy on Shannon's side, though, because I could see a case for all 4.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's one of those things where they've brought Boltund into weeks before. They've been praising Golurk leading up to this matchup, so I was fairly certain the Golurk was coming. But I felt like it was one of the Golurk or the Chandelure. I don't think they needed both ghost types, which would make sense. So,
yeah.
What I am happy to see is that the Togekiss was actually on Furret's side, meaning Furret would be the turn 1 maxer if you were the case. So if they were going to lead something like Togekiss or Melodic, we could technically guess on a max. But good news is we did not have to do that.
Yeah. And as you can see, Stone Turner doesn't have an item because it's a decoy.
Yeah.
Just want to let you guys know.
Yeah, it's a decoy. It's 100% planned to have been a decoy. Same with the Silvally there. It just has the normal gem because I took the one from previous week. So we're going to get into this battle right now. That's enough. It's enough rambling on. It's enough rambling on, I think. But this is crazy.
Okay, so we see they lead Riolu and Golurk here,
yep.
Which isn't surprising.
No.
I fully expected Riolu to lead.
Yeah, exactly. And right here, we're pretty sure we're either going to see either I guess they can't max, which is huge. They can't max the Golurk this turn, but I was still expecting some sort of coaching. Either coaching or a protect from the Riolu is what my best guess was here. So... Why not, from our VGC experience, just take out the Riolu, right? If we can get rid of the support, we can deal with the threats later on. They're not going to be able to kill a max Cinderace, especially if we're a flying type, especially the chance they Quake into it or Earth High Horsepower into us. There's a lot of things they could do that just don't hurt us anymore. So, Airstream just seems like the optimal play there.
We honestly were fully expecting them to protect, just so they wouldn't get destroyed turn 1, and they could either follow me or coaching next turn after they get through the fake out.
Yep. Which is 100% the reason we chose to do what we went for here. And like I said, it just seemed the safest play. If they had a sash, as you can see now, the feint comes out right now. So if they had a sash, it was breaking it. If they went for protect, it was breaking it. And now it just leaves the Airstream to come in clean after this desperation attempt for the follow me from the Riolu here.
Yeah, we were targeting that slot every day anyway, so the follow me doesn't even matter. I was a bit concerned that they didn't protect, because I was like, uh-oh, this thing could get a free coaching.
Yeah.
There's also a slight chance the Golurk could have gone for a ground move into Cinderace.
Yep. But that's another reason we went for Airstream, right? Just for cover that option. So Riolu goes down, and we're actually going to see a dynamic punch from the... They literally named it after its ability that it doesn't even have.
It's a bluff. They were trying to
they were trying to bluff it.
You think they're Iron Fist?
No, it was going to be no guard. There's no doubt in my mind it was going to be no guard there. But they do get to confusion. I love how it doesn't even show the ducks on the Dynamax because Cinderace is just massive.
So yeah, their whole game plan here is hope that they confuse us in the 3 turns of Dynamax.
I think that turn 1 was them gambling on catching the darkness into the Follow Me Riolu, and a Dynamic Punch would have actually been super effective as well. So I think that definitely factored in as well.
Hmm.
But at this, yeah, go ahead.
We took the easy knockout so far, so we got a nice lead. Unfortunately, we're confused, and I'm just like, oh, we're gonna get hit in like our last 2 turns of Dynamax, and we're gonna lose so much momentum because they can still Dynamax.
Yeah, I know, eh? We were all we were very very concerned here, and they're taking their sweet time, and I think that's kind of the whole thing of this game. It was definitely a very slowly played game, right down to the very end. But regardless of that, now they have to max Golurk here, so we get a free attack into the Togekiss right now. So we know Togekiss can't max. They're scared of darkness. They have to be scared of darkness. That was proven when they followed me with the Riolu. So at this point, you know, just hope we hit through the confusion and get right through this Togekiss right here.
Yeah. We just wanted to get rid of Ogus immediately. We don't have to worry about Golurk. We have Follow Me on our Raichu.
Yep.
So that we don't have to worry about taking like a ground move into our Cinderace.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were pretty content at this point. Like we did bluff Lightning Rod. We are static on this Raichu right now, just because in order to have Follow Me, we need static, and we deemed Follow Me was more important than Lightning Rod. Like at the end of the day, a Boltund really wasn't a big threat of an electric type attacker, so we bluffed it and went with Follow Me. And like I said, just the game's still going fairly slowly. Like I think right now it's us trying to figure out if we want to gamble with Follow Me and hope that, like, are we putting all our eggs in hitting this Steel Spike right now? And as you do see, they do decide to Dynamax right now.
Yeah. So just to keep in mind, multi-battles are 20 minutes long, and let's be real, that's not enough for a 6v6 game with 2 Pokemon on the field at the same time. And with timer's a real win condition here.
Yeah, and with Dynamax animations, timer is always a win condition. So if you want to play a little bit slowly, I'm not going to say anything. I'll be playing slowly when I need to, and I'm okay with opponents playing slow when they need to. And we do just see
because they can do it against us, right?
Exactly. It's one of those things. It's in the game. We might as well play to it. So we're gonna get the Steel Spike off through the confusion, thankfully, and this Kiss is going to die. Goodbye, Jet Plane.
Turns out they weren't Berry.
Yeah. Surprisingly not Babiri Berry. I felt like Babiri Berry was something they could use to actually survive anything they wanted from this Cinderace, but that's fine.
Maybe they had a different game plan.
I feel like their game plan was to kind of just blow us up with that Dynamic Punch initially, right? So when that didn't work out, I feel like we just spiraled off that pretty hard. Like you said earlier, we're taking the easy knockouts right now. We're taking the knockouts they're giving us. Of course, Travis surviving on 1 HP right there because of the Focus Sash, and it's time to just chill. We already got a nice little two-mon lead right now.
Yeah. So now we basically want to get rid of that side, I think.
Oh yeah.
At this point.
It depends on what the last mon is, and it is going to be the Aerial, the Melodic right here. And yeah. I think we're content here.
Yeah, we were basically talking about here what we wanted to do if Nuzzle was worth it.
Yeah.
And we were guaranteed going into Aerial here.
Yeah. And we deemed that Nuzzle was 100% worth it because, like, 1, Melodic's not very likely to protect. 2, it's probably... Follow Me is useless because we're going to die anyways, and they're probably going to target us with one of these 2 Pokemon regardless. So, you know, we just get our Follow Me off. Get our Nuzzle off, slow down this Melodic for later on, and then, you know, we can easily bully the other side when we want to.
Yeah. So, basically here we just Nuzzle and Airstream.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get through this last turn of confusion. 1 more turn of anxiety to go.
Well, potentially 3 more still, technically. It does last for a million turns.
Yeah, but these are like the most important turns.
Yeah, the one where we're Dynamax is definitely the most important. And we do thankfully get our Nuzzle off with the Raichu, which I think was guaranteed outside of a potential Protect from the Melodic here. And Cinderace, please, buddy. Please.
And
nope.
No.
Roulette's just
so
like,
we're just
nope.
like, oh, that's probably really bad.
Yeah, but they do decide to Knuckle here, which is very, very horrifying, to be perfectly honest with you. Because now they're a +1 Golurk, and we really lost a turn of Dynamax, and they still have 2 more. No, 1 more, sorry, 1 more. My apologies. And the Scald does come out, like I said, the Raichu going down here. Poor Travis, it didn't deserve that. Travis did not deserve this.
But the thing was, I didn't really want to bring an Obstagoon here because this Golurk has a fighting move,
Yeah, exactly.
and I'm not really trying to
Yeah.
take that. I'd obstruct. Yeah, I think we still probably die.
Because they're +1, we'd probably still die, yes.
So Primarina is just a better play here. And I am very glad we have Protect on this thing this week.
Yeah, I know, but I think Protect was needed this week, just for the sake of this. This threat right here warranted Protect. And now it's one of those things where I'm kind of stuck in here with Cinderace. Like, I could gamble and try to hit this Melodic, or I could probably swap out. And I decided to swap out because I can save Sucker Punch for late game on the Golurk if I ever needed it late game. Because it's not going to kill the Dynamax one. So, time to get out of here. And I believe I went into Orbeal just to, one, frisk the opponents, and two, there's a very, very low chance that they actually go for the Phantasm right now. Or at least a Phantasm into the Orbeal, I should say. Sorry, into the Orbeal, because Primarina is the threat right now, because Prim can pack a punch onto this Iron Fist.
Yeah, not to mention that the Milotic's also paralyzed.
Yep.
So there's it can still not move as well.
Yep. We do have the access to the second turn fake out, as I do like to call it.
So basically what happens here is Orbeetle gets in, and we get to see what the items were. We see that the Milotic is Flame Orb, which means that is Marvel Scale. Yeah. So that's important to know.
You know what I just... No, never mind. Never mind. I was going to say I just noticed something, but that null and void, so it makes no sense, so ignore me.
What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say that Golduck was moving before Melodic, even on the turn that it got paralyzed on, but then I forgot for a second about the dynamic speed mechanic.
Yeah.
But we actually do see this Phantasm go into the Protect, and a Melodic get fully paralyzed, which is huge. Which is a huge turn, because we have no clue what they were going to do at that point. But what's scary is the fact that it was Flame Orb. Like, what kind of Marvel skill set are they running here?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's better to just paralyze it, because then it can't move, I think.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, I mean, it still gets Marvel scaled, of course, because of the paralysis. But, like, I think the para was better, because then we get turns where they're potentially not going to move.
Yeah. So basically, I was pretty confident that my Primarina was faster than this Golurk. So I was just going to KO it with a Hyper Voice, since they were Weakness Policy and not Assault Vest.
Yeah.
So Orbeetle was safe on mine here.
The calcs were in our favor on this Hyper Voice right now, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're actually going to swap in Avocado the Rillaboom right now. And at this point, we're pretty content. Yes, they get Rillaboom in a pretty optimal position because they can have knockoff for Orbeetle. They can have Grassy Glide, obviously any grass move for Primarina here, which is not good. But I'm not mad about this position right now, as we do get a nice little free Calm Mind up right here.
Yeah, we do see that Rillaboom has the Grassy Seed, which is slightly annoying that we don't have the Buzz in this situation, but I still stand by the Psyshock pick here.
No, I stand by Psyshock every day of the week as well. I think it was definitely a cool Orbeetle set. And Fiona, you got to be happy. You were saying Orbeetle was gonna be the MVP here, so you're happy to see it on the field, I'm sure.
I mean, it didn't really do as much as we would have liked.
Yeah, but hey, it's here. It's on the field, okay? It's doing something at least.
I guarantee you it probably would have beat this Milotic once we removed the Golurk.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And what scares me now is we see that coil from Melodic. And as VGC players, and we've dealt with Melodic before in the past, and we know that the very popular Coil Hypnosis set is potentially imminent right here. And potential Hypnosises are horrifying, so we're just going to kind of hope right now they don't have it.
Yeah. Well, they probably do, but we're gonna have to hope for either a miss, which is still likely, because let's be honest, the accuracy doesn't help that much.
Yeah, exactly. It's, I believe it's base 60, and it's times 1.5, and it goes up to 90, so like...
No, it puts it at 85.
Oh, because it's from 55, right?
Yeah.
82, actually, so...
So it's like Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
Slightly worse Hydro Pump.
Yeah, so we are going to protect Primarina there every day of the week, and I really like this play on our end because we do have Serena in the back, and we could have swapped it in immediately. But I like this play a lot because now we protect, right? And maybe they now think, oh, hey, they didn't bring Serena. It was all a bluff. right?
Mhm.
And we do get a huge paralysis right there because we still don't know if it had the hypnosis or anything like that.
Yeah.
However, now we get a free turn to, we've bluffed the fact that we didn't have Serena, so now Serena can come back in, and we actually have Ice Beam onto Primarina to deal with this Rillaboom. So as long as this works out correctly and we don't see a random Wood Hammer, we should be good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hoping for no Wood Hammer here. Normally I think they wouldn't because they went for Grassy Glide last turn.
Yeah. I feel like they just went straight for it because we probably don't want to leave Primarina on the field in front of a Rillaboom anyways. And then once we saw Grassy Glide and we didn't swap in, I felt like, oh yeah, we bluffed it very, very well. They don't think we have it, so it's a free switch in for us. As Ice Beam does come out and drop this Rillaboom very, very nicely, and Prim picks up a big knockout right there.
Yeah, that's a major threat con. They go for Hypnosis and they miss into Serena, which is very nice.
That is huge. And this has been a pretty hacksy set. They got the confusion, actually full confusion on our last turn of our Dynamax. They missed the Hypnosis. We got a couple full paras. But I think that was just kind of the nature of the game plans here with the Nuzzle, of course, and the Dynamic Punches. It was going to happen. That's what you gamble with, right? And because they're not fully coiled with it, with their Melodic, it's I'm not going to be complaining about the fact that they're missing. And I wouldn't be complaining on their end either, but...
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the things, like, you really need to get to +2 coils if you want to go for Hypnosis reliably, but... At this point, I could target this Melodic with a Grassy Glide, but I decided to just target this Boltund because it is technically still the threat to us right now. And Melodic's probably...
It has Fire Fang and it has Thunder Fang, so that's not fun.
And Strong Jaw, so we don't want to deal with that. We have Protect on this turn for Primarina so it doesn't die this turn. And if we can get rid of Boltund, it comes down to I think it's a 5v2 at that point. And it's pretty solid. And I don't think Grassy Glide picks up a +1 defense Marvel scale boosted Melodic. So
yeah,
targeting Boltund just seemed to make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, not to mention Boltund's defense is max.
Boltund, as cool as it is, like I really love Boltund as a Pokemon, but its stats just I think are just subpar here. As you do see this Grassy Glide come out into grassy terrain, right through this Boltund, right down into our Oka Berry right here, and very good prep for the Oka Berry right there. I was questioning it when we were prepping there, but that's definitely a good call for Fiona. As the Life Orb, the Life Orb,
I think it also obliterated us too.
Well, it would have doubled it, so we would have survived. So.
Well, no, because of, I think we would have, yeah.
No, it doubles it, because Akka cuts the damage in half, so it doubled. We would have survived on very, very low. But we would have survived, and the Boltund, key thing here is it did die to its own Life Orb, which is phenomenal. It's out of the way, we no longer need to deal with it. And, of course, Iron Fist comes back on the field.
So now at this point, we have Hyper Voice Pressure once again on this Golurk.
Yeah, along with Grassy Glide now as well. And they haven't revealed Protect, which I think is key, because they haven't revealed it, so we can just kind of run right through this Golurk right now if we so choose. And if they want to attack with it and keep it around for the time being, they're going to have to Protect. And if they Protect, I think at this point, Fiona was mentioning we only have like 6 minutes left in the game. So if they Protect, we can start taking advantage of just killing. And I think that's exactly what we're doing here, just killing, taking our time here, playing towards the timer. We have a 3 Pokemon lead right now, which is massive, and it's going to be very tough to break in 6 minutes. So we just decided to kill right now. And here I said...
Not to mention there's grassy terrain.
Yeah, and the grassy terrain definitely helps with the timer as well. But like I said, we're just going to double into this Golurk here and just hope for the best. If they don't Protect, they just die, which is phenomenal, and then the game's definitely over. But we're pretty confident they're protected.
They do Protect, and that's fine.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that.
The only thing they can actually do is go for Hypnosis and hope they hit. So this is still the best play in the end.
Yeah.
And since we get the animation off, because we're still hitting the aerial, which is nice. More time on our timer. And they do hit Hypnosis this time.
Yeah, into the Prim also makes sense. They know Grassy Glide and Grassy Terrain ends this turn, so Grassy Glide's damage output not going to be enough to pick up the Golurk. So it's definitely a good call to put the Primarina to sleep rather than the Serena. However, now that Grass is gone, and we're getting very, very, very close to timer.
Yeah. So at this point, you have Protect, you just Protect.
Yep. Simple as that.
And if you just time out here, I can literally take the whole 45 seconds and lock in whatever because I'm guaranteed to be sleeping.
Yep, so it literally doesn't matter what move it chooses for your Primarina, so we literally absorb all the time we possibly can right here just to try to secure this 3 differential victory. Because if we get the 3 differential victory, we actually do move into first place. Because we'd both be at 4-1, and with a differential of 3, we actually slip past the Sky Pillars. Whereas the other way around, if we do end up losing them on and don't get a 3-0 victory, we still tie 4-1 with the Sky Pillars. But because they would have had a better differential, they would have stayed in first. And there you see the 3-minute warning right there. So this game effectively has 2, maybe 3 more turns left in it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, at this point, it's pretty straightforward. We just protect. They can't really do anything.
Yeah.
They can KO Prim, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's what they should be doing.
And I think that's what they went for. I think they went Poltergeist into Ariana.
No, they didn't.
Oh, wait, they went Dynamic Punch. Right.
So, since they didn't target Marina, I'm just like, okay, that's perfect.
Yeah,
that means it gets another turn to wake up.
We'll take that. We get another chance to wake up right now. I guess they also figured it was a guaranteed turn of sleep. But I feel like you got to take advantage of that turn of sleep. Because Ariana should be faster than this Galar. So you want to take it down while it's asleep before it wakes up, right? So at this point, I figured there's 0 chance that they actually Poltergeist into this arena right now. We've already used our Akaberry, so the Poltergeist won't do damage. And I figured it's a good enough time to swap into Orbital. 1, it's a good way to stall out an animation. And 2, if they Dynamic Punch into it, it's going to do virtually nothing. So
yeah,
that's my play here. And I believe we decided to protect Ariana in case we woke up.
Yeah, I actually went down to time for this, and then you said protect. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's one of the things, like, if you wake up and you protect, the benefit is just massive. Whereas if you don't, and if you don't wake up, well, oh well, I mean, they probably could kill you, but at the end of the day, we still have the lead at this point. There's less than 2 minutes remaining in the match. I believe there's only one, I think this actually is the last turn, based on timer.
Yeah, this is the last turn. Also, just to mention, these kind of games don't have a your time, so there's literally infinite 45 seconds. You can go to time every single turn.
It's actually 60 seconds per turn you get to decide as well, which is kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, true.
It is ridiculous. As you do see the Poltergeist go out into the Primarina that turn a little bit too late, as the Hypnosis actually does miss Blue Moon again. However, with 54 seconds and 60 seconds left on the move time here, it wouldn't have not mattered had that Hypnosis hit that time. Because the game is over here. I don't attack until the timer hits 0, and that seals the game right there.
Yeah. So, I think this game is pretty good. I think we would have had a little bit. I think we would have actually finished the game if we didn't get confused.
Yeah, because Melodic would have been gone, and we would have just blown through the other side with Cinderace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have definitely ripped right through this game had we not got confused. But you know what? We got our fair share of luck as well after we got confused, so... At the end of the day, like I said, it's a fairly hacksy set, but we're definitely not going to complain about a 5-2 victory or a 3-0 victory, and that now puts us in first place as soon as this timer officially ends here.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was a pretty good matchup on our end. I think we were very comfortable going into it.
I think they have a very scary team, but I think our team just handles their threats pretty well.
Yeah.
Like as long as I think the turn 1 call was the biggest call. I think as long as we got the turn 1 right. And we got settled into the game, we were fine. I think that was the biggest part right there. And we do see the 5-2 victory final here versus Shannon and Ferd of the Sky Pillars. And I think that was a pretty solid game on our end. And we look forward to week 7. Who do we play next? Oh, we play last season's champions, which is going to be crazy next week. So that'll be fun for sure. And with that, guys, unless Fiona has anything else to say, Fiona?
I got nothing, really.
You got nothing. All right, guys, so...
Let's stay winning, I guess. Hopefully.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on supporting Doesn't Click, and we will catch you next week for week 7. Hopefully it happens. It should happen. I don't see why it wouldn't. They're pretty good at scheduling, so I'm sure that match will happen. So we will see you guys next week for week 7, and I'm gonna get out of here and stop rambling now because you're probably tired of my voice.